Ladies and gentlemen of the podcast jury, my name is Shawn1113, your host for the Shawn1113 podcast show. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be, wherever platform you're listening to, anywhere and everywhere around the world. If you love this podcast, um, give it a 5-star review, and all the other information will be down below the link in the description. So you'll know where to find me, basically. Anyway, first of all, I want to say congratulations in order to UConn winning the men's and South Carolina winning the women's championship, respectively. Um, Congratulations to them. Um, to me, and yet all the I don't really talk about women's basketball. This is the exception here. Caitlin Clark again. She didn't win the national title. I mean, what is with this? I mean, what is this hula about Caitlin Clark when she never led her team to the national championship? And again, I'm sorry, great basketball player, no doubt, but come on. I mean, all this hype. Now she goes to WNBA. Uh, I don't know. I don't know if anybody's going to say the WNBA. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, they did get higher ratings than the men's championship game for sure. I mean, NCAA, listen, why don't you just make your games earlier so you can get better ratings, TV ratings for your championship game, not at 9:32. I don't think the I don't think the West minds a 5 o'clock game and just do that wherever they go may be. But come on, make your championship games earlier so people can watch it. Not at 9:32, not at almost 10 o'clock. That's ridiculous. It really is. And that's my opinion about that. Of course, it's already well into April now. NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs around the corner. And I think Jokic will be, unless he falters pretty much, will be the MVP of the NBA. Jason Tatum. I think those are the only two now that can win the MVP in any. I mean NBA MVP right now, in my opinion. NHL. A lot of things going on. I think, as usual, Boston will somehow, some way choke the first round. I could be wrong, but New York Rangers look strong. Vancouver looks strong. We'll see what happens there. College baseball, the College World Series, French Open tennis, a lot of sports, lacrosse, college lacrosse championships, but that will be in May. French Open tennis is in May. We'll see what happens there. Premier League soccer. I saw some of the UEFA Championship League yesterday. Pretty good game. We'll see what happens there. I mean, there is a lot of sports. NFL draft coming up. Let's don't forget that. A lot of, like I said, a lot of sports, and one of the best times of the year still in sports. Do want to talk about the Masters as of this podcast. My pick is Scotty Scheffler to win it, and I'll take him if his health is if he's relatively healthy. Scotty Scheffler and me will win the Masters, and will have as good a chance as the rest of the field is. Notice I didn't mention Tiger Woods, because you never know how his health issues come up or not. I hope he does well, but I'm taking the rest of the field. I'm taking the field. I'm taking Scotty Scheffler field. I'm taking John Rahm versus the field. I might take Tommy Fleetwood versus the field. And of course, the weather as of this podcast right now, it's going to be rainy conditions, so the greens might be slower than usual. for Augusta National. And by the way, I before I came to the podcast, I read about Scott Van Pelt's comment that I'm just quoting. I'm just excuse my language, saying that people don't give a shit anymore about the LIV, the Live, and the PGA Golf Tour. And to a certain extent, he's right. Scott Van Pelt is right about that because it was a big buzz when PGA and Live about the merge. And once it passes, to be, and now that time has passed, more than enough time has passed, it actually, nobody cares. It's back to normal as possible, business as usual. So it was a blip for a second, and then yeah. But like I say, once they merge, it'll be just fine. PGA Tour will be just fine. Simple as that. Now onto my not something I want to talk about, my tabletop experience. I've been teasing you about this, and I will now talk about it. I've done, like I said, I've been doing a lot of quick play games. Since my time is a little limited than usual, I love these tabletop games though. Like there's a gentleman named Mike Seelock that does quick play games all across the board: football, basketball, baseball, hockey. And I enjoy his games. I can go to a full season of them. Fast drive football. Like I said, I have this created this league called Ultra Pro Football um, of teams. A gentleman named Michael Graham made some cards about 3 or 4 years ago that had all those teams, and I mixed them up a little bit of other leagues and actually, any cards I had in fast drive football, I mix it in a little bit to have the Ultra Pro Football League. So it's a mix of all those past leagues and defunct leagues and imaginary leagues and make it in. The first, I've had it for, it's been 3 seasons for UPF football on the tabletop. With the fast drive football engine, I've had great success. Colorado Conference won the second season, Columbus, and then the third season, Oklahoma City won it from Football America. Like I said, it's a mix of the original those original teams Michael Gunn created, and plus other ones from Fast Drive Football. Like I said, PC, golf. I got football, basketball, baseball, you name it. I got all kinds of games, tabletop games. I've been playing those actually more than really the video games. So the video games, I do play them sometimes, but the tabletop, it has my attention far more than that. So that's what's changed in the tabletop world, sports world. I've had a lot of fun. I continue to have a lot of fun. I've had games by the name of Brian Hamperkamp, if I'm saying that right. Those games, on base baseball, play action football. Also, from Downey Sports by Downey Game Sports. Like I said, for March Madness, I've had NCAA college hoops and ultra quick baseball. I mean, I got all kinds of quick. Like I said, my thing about tabletop sports should be quick, fun, suspenseful, nice, and just a good outlet for a good time. Like I said, my work takes a lot of time, of course, as well as should. But when I wind down, tabletop games are for me, plus video games some at times as well. So that's been my tabletop experience. Recent tabletop experience. There's a lot of it. Like I said, I did a video about a few months ago about I think a year and a half ago about all those. If you want to go back and there's a lot of links there to all kinds of games that I have. There's an episode Um, I'll probably put the link down in the description for that, so I can so you can, if you want, if you're interested, it'll be right there for you. And most of those are free. It will most of them are from free, and it might cost a little bit here and a little bit there, but it's so worth it. This hobby's been so worth for the last 4 years. I'm very thankful for that. It's been a good outlet, just like this podcast. Now, for that, I've said more than enough. Thank you for listening to the Shawn1113 podcast show. Again, everything is going to be in the description if you're very interested. And please give it a 5-star review and share this podcast as well. Thank you so much for listening. And always, please stay encouraged no matter what.